So right now we are in the Circle C area. This is our new clinic of the Austin Diagnostic Clinic. Here in Central Texas, the winter season is usually the cedar season. So between the months of December through February, it's mountain cedar season. So this is the infamous cedar tree. It comes in different sizes. And the time frame usually, it starts pollinating around the 3rd or 4th week of December to high levels, and then it usually lasts until about the 2nd or 3rd week of February. Every year is a little bit different. It really depends on the type of weather that we get. The more rain we get in the fall, sometimes the more loaded these plants are. If it rains a lot during the winter, we don't seem to have much of a, or if it's really cold, we don't seem to have much of a pollen season. So every year is bad. It really depends on how bad it turns into. There is something about the mountain cedar pollen that is very allergenic. I mean, when you compare the allergenicity of mountain cedar versus oak versus even cat and dog, there's something really potent about the pollen of the mountain cedar. It tends to cause a lot more allergy than most, and we just have quite a bit of it here. We have probably the highest concentration of mountain cedar, certainly in the U.S., is probably here in Central Texas. Every December through February, patients come in with itchy eyes, itchy nose, sneezing, nasal congestion, all the classic, even asthma symptoms, and they're absolutely miserable.
What can people do? I mean, is there anything that can be done?
It's hard. I mean, that's the billion-dollar question: is why do people develop allergies in the first place? I mean, there's a lot of theories behind as to why that happens. But the problem is that once you have allergies, you tend to keep allergies. It's basically knowing that you're allergic to something, starting allergy medications before the season hits. So I usually advise patients to start the medicine several weeks before the season typically hits, and then stay on it for the duration of the season. Try to stay indoors if you can, and then you can try to get off of the medications once the season is over. In general, there's 3 major ways that we treat allergies. Number 1 is avoidance if you can do it. Hard to do, but you try. Number 2 is medications, and there's all kinds of medicines out there now that are helpful. And then number 3 is allergy shots. And allergy shots are very effective for the treatment of allergies in general. Doesn't always mean complete resolution, but usually significant improvement.